Behind America's shining skylines and manicured suburbs lies a murkier truth. Some cities are drowning in trash, pollution, and neglect. From sky-high smog levels to rat infestations and overflowing landfills, these urban nightmares are not just messy, they're hazardous. Let's pull back the curtain and expose the 10 dirtiest places in the USA where filth isn't just an inconvenience, it's a way of life. 1. Newark, New Jersey. Pollution index extremely high. Newark often tops the charts for having one of the highest pollution levels in the country. Its proximity to major industrial hubs and ports contributes to massive air contamination. The Passaic River is a toxic stew, burdened with decades of illegal dumping and industrial waste. Residents frequently complain of poor air quality, and the asthma rate here is among the worst in the nation. Notable issues: dangerous air pollution levels, contaminated waterways, industrial and vehicular emissions. 2. Bakersfield, California, choking on smog. This Central Valley city consistently ranks as one of the worst in the nation for both ozone and particle pollution. Bakersfield is surrounded by mountains that trap pollutants, turning the city into a bowl of toxic air. The city has a high number of farms and oil fields, which release massive amounts of pesticides and hydrocarbons. Notable issues: asthma-inducing air, heavy smog from agriculture and oil, poor visibility, and chronic health risks. 3. Detroit, Michigan. Decay meets debris. Detroit's economic collapse left vast swaths of the city abandoned and decaying. Illegal dumping, vacant lots full of garbage, and neglected public infrastructure have turned once thriving neighborhoods into trash-laden ghost towns. Add to that the water crisis legacy, and you've got an urban environment that struggles with basic sanitation. Notable issues: high levels of illegal dumping, water quality concerns, vacant and decaying buildings. Houston, Texas. The petrochemical plague. Houston is home to the largest petrochemical complex in the United States. While the economy thrives, the environment suffers. Air pollution from refineries, chemical spills, and frequent flooding due to poor drainage has made Houston a ticking environmental time bomb. Notable issues include hazardous air and water pollution, regular chemical leaks and spills, and flood-related sanitation issues. San Bernardino, California. Smothered in dust and smog. Another inland empire city plagued by pollution, San Bernardino suffers from poor air quality due to nearby freight routes, warehouses, and desert dust. The homelessness crisis and inadequate waste disposal systems have made public spaces unsanitary. Notable issues include poor waste management, high air pollution from diesel trucks, and rampant homelessness and sanitation issues. Despite its rich history, Philly battles with overflowing trash bins, littered sidewalks. Notable issues include rodent problems, dirty streets and alleys, and inconsistent sanitation services. Los Angeles, California. Hollywood glamour, grimy reality. While tourists flock to LA's attractions, many neighborhoods are buried under litter and human waste, especially in areas hit hard by homelessness. LA also struggles with smog, largely due to car culture and wildfires. Notable issues include severe smog and air pollution, homelessness-related sanitation issues, and overflowing trash in public spaces. St. Louis, Missouri. From gateway to grime. Known for its iconic arch, St. Louis is also known for its high crime rates and filthy neighborhoods. The city struggles with abandoned buildings, illegal dumping, and outdated sewer systems that back up during heavy rain. Notable issues include aging infrastructure, uncontrolled waste dumping, and sewage overflow during storms. Some areas go weeks without proper trash pickup, and rat problems are growing. Chicago, Illinois. The Windy City's dirty secret. While downtown Chicago is polished, many neighborhoods suffer from chronic littering, industrial pollution, and water contamination. The south and west sides, in particular, see heavy illegal dumping and poor sanitation services. Notable issues: disparities in sanitation services, industrial pollution on the city outskirts, garbage in alleys and parks. Environmental neglect isn't just an eyesore, it's a public health crisis. Several measures have been and are being put in place across these cities to address the growing menace of pollution, waste, and urban decay. However, the effectiveness of these measures varies widely depending on political will, funding, and public engagement. Many cities are tightening environmental regulations to reduce emissions, industrial waste, and chemical runoff. Cleanup campaigns and public-private partnerships. Cities like Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and Chicago have launched community cleanup initiatives. Clean Philly Now and Chicago Streets and Sanitation offer hotline services for illegal dumping reports and conduct regular neighborhood sweeps. Partnerships with companies like Waste Management Inc. and Civic Works help supplement municipal efforts. Community engagement and education are crucial. Nonprofits and grassroots activists are working tirelessly. Workshops and programs educate residents about pollution risks and sustainability. Together, they are making a difference in Chicago's environmental. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City's dirty secret. While downtown Chicago is polished, many neighborhoods suffer from chronic littering, industrial pollution, and water contamination. The south and west sides, in particular, see heavy illegal dumping and poor sanitation services. Notable issues: disparities in sanitation services, industrial pollution on the city outskirts, garbage in alleys and parks. The dirty truth: environmental neglect isn't just an eyesore, it's a public health crisis. In these cities, filth intersects with poverty, poor infrastructure, and policy failures. Until deeper investments in sanitation, environmental justice, and infrastructure are made, these places will remain a stain on the American map. Several measures have been and are being put in place across these cities to address the growing menace of pollution, waste, and urban decay. However, the effectiveness of these measures varies widely depending on political will, funding, and public engagement. Policy reforms and environmental regulations. Many cities are tightening environmental regulations to reduce emissions, industrial waste, and chemical runoff. For example, California's Air Resources Board enforces strict vehicle and industrial emission standards. EPA oversight in cities like Newark and Detroit is helping to monitor and clean up Superfund sites and toxic waterways. Cleanup campaigns and public-private partnerships. Cities like Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and Chicago have launched community cleanup initiatives. Clean Philly Now and Chicago Streets and Sanitation offer hotline services for illegal dumping reports and conduct regular neighborhood sweeps. Partnerships with companies like Waste Management Inc. and Civic Works help supplement municipal efforts. Detroit and St. Louis are tearing down abandoned buildings and repurposing lots into green spaces, community gardens, and affordable housing. Memphis has allocated federal COVID relief funds to improve sanitation services and modernize waste management equipment. Cities like Houston and San Bernardino are investing in green roofs, bioswales, and stormwater management systems to handle flooding and reduce pollution runoff. Tree planting and urban forest initiatives to combat smog and improve air quality. Nonprofits and grassroots organizations play a crucial role. For example, East Yard Communities for Environmental Justice in California educates citizens about pollution risks and holds industries accountable. Public schools and community centers are integrating sustainability education into curriculums. Some cities are embracing tech to improve sanitation. Smart trash bins that notify city services when they're full. Drone monitoring for illegal dumping in hard-to-reach places. AI-powered recycling sorters in waste processing plants. Despite these efforts, challenges persist: underfunded sanitation departments, corruption or mismanagement in some cities, gentrification concerns during redevelopment, public apathy or lack of civic engagement. In most of these dirty cities, the most affected communities are low-income or minority populations. They bear the brunt of pollution, poor sanitation, and neglect, while wealthier areas stay clean and serviced. Health impacts are long-term and invisible. We're talking higher asthma rates, cancer clusters, lead exposure, and waterborne diseases, especially in children and the elderly. Living in a dirty city isn't just unpleasant, it can literally shorten your lifespan. It's not just government responsibility. Littering, illegal dumping, and poor recycling habits from residents and businesses also contribute heavily to the problem. Without public cooperation, even the best plans fail. Climate change makes it worse. Extreme weather, flooding, wildfires, and heat waves exacerbates trash overflow, chemical leaks, and air pollution. many cities aren't equipped to handle these new challenges, making cleanup even more complex. Change starts locally. Neighborhood organizations, school groups, and even individual efforts have made powerful impacts in many of these cities. Real, visible change often starts with the smallest actions. Your voice, your vote, and your actions matter. Speak up at city council meetings, report illegal dumping and environmental hazards, join or organize local cleanup drives, reduce your own waste and support sustainable practices. Hold corporations and city officials accountable. A cleaner city doesn't start with policy, it starts with you. Let's stop sweeping this issue under the rug and start fighting for a cleaner, healthier America. One street, one block, one neighborhood at a time. Enough is enough. Our cities are suffocating under the weight of waste, pollution, and neglect, and silence is no longer an option. Raise your voice. Demand better waste management and environmental justice from your local leaders. Lend a hand, join a community cleanup, adopt your block, or start your own initiative. Educate others. Share this message. Talk about it. Make it impossible to ignore. Hold the polluters accountable. Big industries and careless corporations must not go unchecked. Vote like your health depends on it. Because it does. This isn't just about trash on the ground, it's about the future we're walking into. Let's clean up our cities, clean up our systems, and clean up our act, together. The change starts with you. Will you be part of it?